Hey everybody, welcome back, my loves, to Witch With Me Tarot. My name is Danielle and I'm back with another reading. I know it's been a little while since I did readings, but I'm back and I'm feeling so much better. As always, please take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. You can apply these messages to your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements and cross watches. You are absolutely welcome. Remember, please show your girls some support by hitting that like button, subscribing to my channel, and setting your notification bell so you know exactly when my latest readings are posted. With that being said, we're going to do a reading for the sign of Virgo. Let's do Virgo. What do we got for Virgo? What is going on? What's the vibe? What's the news? What do you need to know? Divine forces, I call upon thee to open up my mind and to provide clarity. Behind each card holds a mystery. Help me foresee the things that I must see. And I ask that only positive, benevolent, good energies, and beings be allowed to interact with me during this reading. And I'm only surrounded by the protective white light, and all negative energy be blocked. So that being said, let's do this reading for Virgo. What is going on with Virgo? What's the vibe? What's happening? What's the news? What do y'all need to know? Karmic third-party relationships, lessons. Somebody's learning lessons with karmics. I don't like karmics. Third-party situationships. Fuck out of here. What do we got for Virgo, please, Spirit? What's going on with Virgo? What messages do they need to hear? Roller coaster and fed up. Maybe you're fed up with this on and off, hot and cold bullshit that you're going through. Maybe with a third party situationship. You had enough, you're over it, frustrated. Let's see. Red flags, warning signs, take heed of a risky situation. Could possibly, yeah. Could be dealing with, that's a fire sign. Like, why did that come up? Like, you could be dealing with a fire sign. This could have been a rebound. Let's see. Virgo, please. What do we have for Virgo? What do they need to know? Brick wall. You're guarded right now. You're pretty much hard to reach. You got a wall up that's like a defense mechanism. You're guarded right now. Why are you guarded? You need to detox from something. You need to get rid of some kind of negative bullshit. Like, it's telling you to detox and red. Maybe that's why you need to put up your guards right now and protect yourself from some negative bullshit that's happening right now. Do a good cleansing, do a cleansing bath or cleansing shower. Maybe that's why you're hard to reach, because you're trying to focus on yourself right now. Lust, receipts. Somebody's being exposed about something. There's lust here. You penny pinching. You could be financially struggling right now. You could be financially struggling right now. But there's greed here. There's somebody who's inconsiderate. Maybe this is why, you have your guard up and you need to detox from this negative shit, because, you could have dealt with somebody who was fucking greedy, and somebody was exposed about something. This could be about, somebody could have stolen some kind of money from you. Who knows? But right now, you're trying to save your money. You're budgeting, because, penny pinching means, financially struggling. But something happened to where you have evidence of something, of some kind of greed. You could have exposed somebody for some kind of maybe stolen money. Somebody could have stole some money from somewhere. I don't know if necessarily it has to do with you, but that's what it's feeling. Sort of feels like somebody was a greedy motherfucker here who was, very inconsiderate about their actions. You could have, like I said, you could have exposed somebody for their greediness, and you know what I mean. Let's see. At the bottom of the deck, there's lessons learned. You could have you could have learned your lesson from this person. This is why you have your guard up, and maybe this is why you have to rid of the negativity, because lust is one of the it's the seven sins, right? I think it's called, like, lust. You need to get rid of that negativity, that greed shit. I don't know. This could be fucking you, Virgo. You could be fucking greedy with your fucking money. Who knows? Take it as you see fit, right? You could be in a situationship who's somebody who's greedy. I don't know. Let's see what else comes out for Virgo. Virgo, what's up with you? What's going on? But you need to cleanse. You need to detox. You need to, purify yourself from this greed, this lustful shit. What do we have for Virgo, please? What are the messages? Side hustle. You could be, starting some kind of side business. Try to earn some, extra money, because right here it says financially struggling. So you could be coming up with some kind of, creative ideas. You're trying to be productive. You're trying to have a full schedule here, but let's see. You're always on your grind about getting some kind of money. Because who likes to be fucking broke? But let me see. What else do we have for Virgo, please? Fake kindness, forced friendliness at the bottom of the deck. Watch out for some fake ass people. Commitment issues, afraid to settle down, avoiding intimacy, fear of loss of freedom. It's complicated. This is probably why you have your wall up, because you or somebody you could have dealt with the fucking being greedy and shit, who has commitment issues. You could have commitment issues. You're trying to see what's real and what's fake. You could possibly be afraid to settle down with anybody and trying to avoid any type of intimacy, because you might have this fear that that everybody walks away. There's some kind of big break coming in career point. um this could be the end of your financial struggle that's coming. I see the word, I don't know, I see the number 3 for some reason. Could be like in 3 weeks you could be hearing something. 3 months. Something that you have dealt with. There was a toxic love, pain. There was pain disguised as passion, addictive patterns, harmful attachments. This is toxic. This is this love shit right here. This lust, I mean, you know, with the wall, but you have to fucking, like I said, clear yourself of this negative energy, this toxic bullshit, this lust and greed. you know this is why you probably have commitment issues, because of this toxic love. That it could have been recent. It could have been like a year ago. Who knows? That you just don't want to fucking settle down And because of these commitment issues, what else do we have for Virgo, please? What else do we have? Oh, let go. Okay, so at the last card, it says let it go, releasing grudges, emotional freedom, and forgiving yourself and others, and free your heart. So I know, like right now, you guys have your wall up. You need to cleanse from the negative shit, and whatever grudges that you have, you need to set yourself free from it. Right? You need to let it go. Easier said than done. You've been hurt too many times, and it's like something like you're used to. Like it's kind of sad. But you need to learn to forgive yourself and others. It's when you put yourself through this shit, you need to learn your lesson. That's what it is. Learn your lesson from the toxicity and cleanse from it, please. Rid of the negativity. Like I said, you could do a cleansing bath or cleansing shower, or however you know choose to cleanse yourself. Like, okay, so let's see what's blocking you right now. You think everyone leaves. Everyone leaves. That's the problem. That's where the commitment issues come in. This is where the commitment issues come in. I don't think you settle. You don't like to settle. You're afraid to settle because you think everybody fucking leaves, and it causes confusion. You don't know what you want, so you need clarity before you get involved. Like, uh, you know, it's you get confused about people. You think you could have the commitment issues. Like I said, you think that everybody leaves, and it causes confusion, right? What else do we have? What's blocking Virgo, please? What else is too much work? You tell yourself it's too much work, but in reality, it's just an excuse. Right? Again, this relates to the commitment issues. You think maybe it's just too much for you. This is why you have the issues with the commitments. You know, it's too much. So you rather have like the wham bam, thank you ma'am type of shit, and be off with yourself. You know what I mean? Let's see. What are we gonna close with today? What other messages? Let's see. Let's see my intuitive deck here. Let's see. What messages do we have for Virgo? Messages for Virgo. Messages for Virgo, please, Spirit. What is going on? Rising above, unfold your vision from murky depths and clarity with grace. Gemini just had this. You could be dealing with a Gemini. You could have dealt with a Gemini, or you could have had these placements. What do we have for Virgo? Thank you. Transformation limits. Allow spirit to take away doubts, fears, and attachments. I change my life with ease. Extra affirmations right there. Transform your limits. Change the way you think about shit. That's exactly what that fucking means. healing lack. Affirm that you have enough, you do enough, and you are enough, and you're all that you need. And I'm going to end it there. I hope it resonated with somebody. If it did, leave it in the comments. Until next time, blessed be and peace out.